What does safe love look like? What does true intimacy look like? What is it like to finally be with the one? Is it safe? Is it slow? Is it intimate? Passionate? Can you trust it? Can you be fully authentic, messy, angry, ugly, sick, healthy, happy, organized, beautiful? Is it fun, adventurous, exciting, and dependable? Can you fully let your guard down? Can you speak and be heard with mature conflict resolution? Is it safe to be all of you? Is it safe to grow and evolve? And will they evolve with you? A sacred union is all of these things plus infinite possibilities of abundance, soul deep love, connection, and joy. To fully be able to manifest and embody this level of union, you must first understand the two sacred energies of harmony and oneness. That is, the sacred masculine and feminine energies. You must understand how to harmonize them within yourself before you can harmonize them in your relationship. And when you begin to put these principles and practices into place, your union becomes sacred, spiritual, and everlasting. It becomes the love God intended for you all along. And speaking of God, one of the coolest ways to teach about the sacred masculine and feminine is through the story of a pair of uncommon gods, Hades and Persephone. Throughout this series, I'll use the principles and parallels of their story to help you understand the divine feminine and masculine and the importance of sacred cycles that are critical to maintaining the balance and harmony within your relationship. Together, they set the stage for your true embodied highest self to come forth, be held in sacred safety, blossom, and bear the most beautiful fruits to share with the world as individuals and in relationships. So get comfortable because we're about to go deep into the depths of the underworld. Make sure you follow the show so you don't miss any episodes, and tell your friends so they can go on this journey with you. I'm Kara Barlow, the host, and throughout this series you'll hear from my husband, Ty, as we divulge in the story of these two uncommon gods. We'll begin our tale with a character shadowed in mystery, magnetism, and seduction. Both respected and feared, highly ambitious, intense, yet empathic, intuitive, transformative, and a powerful alchemist. No, it's not Hades, it's Scorpio. Yes, as in the zodiac archetype of the house of Pluto and Mars, represented in the sky by the scorpion. Much like the scorpion, a Scorpio tends to hide in the shadows. You may not see him, but he's seeing it all. He is seeing it all. Even the parts that aren't of this world. He can sense things deep in you that you may not even know yourself. And if you know a Scorpio, or friends with a Scorpio, you know that that's very true. They can sense and see things within you that you often can't see within yourself. It's one of their superpowers. He's loyal, yet a loner, popular and well-liked, yet keeps to himself, seductive and mysterious, yet takes no lovers. He's of high moral character, fierce integrity, and very firm boundaries. Cross them and you'll be met with fire. Manipulate them and you'll be cut off from their life completely and permanently. Forever is never too long enough for a Scorpio. A Scorpio is comfortable in all the dark, deep places that most are not. They like to be alone and get annoyed when people don't take the wisdom they share. He's not alpha. He has no desire to be. He's Sigma, dangerously capable of taking alpha down, but prefers to keep to himself. For very few live up to his high standard. He's truly sovereign. His purpose? To transmute the dark and birth new life from the ashes. Often described as a regal god with a dark beard, Hades was nothing like pop culture depicts, neither in freaky looks nor childish temperament. He was tall, dark-complected, defined cheekbones, and a distinct, strong, dark-bearded jaw. His eyes were keen, dark brown, with the golden sun's rays surrounding his pupils. He was broad in chest and shoulders, strong and fit like his brothers, but far, far unlike his brothers in morals and character. He was Scorpio, sometimes called Pluton, the origin of the Scorpio archetype. Like the scorpion, he kept a hard exterior, rarely surfaced from the deep, dark earth, and when crossed, left a sting no mortal nor god could ever forget. When he did surface, he often wore, hold on, the dog is yelping and literally howling as I'm recording this, just a minute. What on earth, Rusty? Oh, you're playing your harmonica. Okay, Mommy's recording, okay? All right. He was Scorpio, sometimes called Pluton, the origin of the Scorpio archetype. Like the scorpion, he kept a hard exterior, rarely surfaced from the deep, and when crossed, left a sting no mortal nor god could ever forget. When he did surface, he often wore a helm of invisibility and a cloak of darkness, preferring to keep to himself, ever watching, ever waiting for fate to send the next soul down to the flames of transmutation. Not nefarious, dark, and punishing as pop culture would have you believe, but sacred, steady, honorable, and the embodiment of the divine masculine. He is the keeper of the unseen, the guardian of grief, the witness of what is buried. He does not run from pain. In his realm of darkness, he holds space for it. Where others turn away from the messy, the unspoken, or the traumatic, Hades stays. He meets the soul where it is raw and trembling. He doesn't care about performance, perfection, or persona. Those things don't hold any weight in his realm. He cares about truth and silently demands it, waiting however long it takes for you to open your eyes and look into the mirror of your truth. Hades is the stillness and the presence, the divine masculine, that protects you while you do your sacred healing work. Capable of sitting with the full weight of another's process without trying to fix, bypass, or escape. He is structure. So no matter how long your healing process takes, he is present, he is still, he is holding sacred space, he's protecting, and he's allowing you to go through your healing process. He does not suffocate, but makes it safe to breathe. He doesn't try to fix you. He holds space so you can heal. A presence that does not invade, a power that does not dominate. That is Hades. His realm, the Underworld, is not hell. It's a cave of deep intuition and initiation, the beginning of our sacred healing journey. It is where we go to face what we've suppressed, reclaim what we've exiled, and remember who we really are when we are no longer afraid of our pain. When the feminine, or the soul descends into darkness, into trauma, grief, shadow, unworthiness, shame, guilt, fear, it is Hades who receives her with safe, strong, open arms. he becomes the sacred container through which transmutation and healing can occur. The guardian of the flame, escorting her through the refiner's fire, burning what is not serving, chipping away at everything false, revealing the diamond within, and helping her to rise from the flames as a phoenix, a representation of her highest self. Hades was never a villain. He is the guardian of your soul and a sacred mirror for transformation and ascension. And remember, it's impossible to ascend without first falling into the dark. His purpose is not to punish, but to hold what others avoid. His power lies not in control, but in his capacity to be with the dark, ugly wounds without trying to escape them, fix them, or shame them. His gift is presence, stillness, depth, and the kind of love that says, I will love all the ugliest, most undesirable, painful, unworthy parts of you until you remember the truth of who you are and have always been. I will hold you and love you until all that goes away and the beauty of who you are is fully restored. Then you will rise whole, fully restored, in confidence, in your own power, in love and light, to bring forth your purpose into the world. Now, coming back to the surface here, I want you to pause and think about the role of the divine masculine in your life right now. Some of you may be in partnership, others may not. You might be single, navigating the world, quote unquote, by yourself. You're never by yourself, by the way. It is important to note, when learning about these two sacred energies, the masculine and the feminine, that they both reside in us as individuals first. So within me, I have masculine and feminine energy. Within you, you have masculine and feminine energy. And the trick we have to learn, the key, is to keep both of those in balance, that yin and yang, the harmony, the balance, the light and the dark, right? The soft and the hard, the rest and the push, right? The production and the rest. So they're opposite energies, and within each of us as individuals, we hold them, and we have to master them and keep them balanced. And then, when you come into union with a partner, as in dating, marriage, or whatever type of relationship you're in, if you're navigating a relationship of any kind, the relationship becomes its own entity, its own living, breathing thing that also needs nurture, love, light, sustenance. And then the trick is to master the masculine and feminine balance within the entity of your relationship. So the goal is just that. Balance the sacred energies within yourself first, and then within your relationship. So one of you will predominantly take on the role of the masculine and the other the feminine. But life is very dynamic, and healing is a feminine energy. So these energies are fluid and flowing. They're not rigid and hard and limited. There will be times where within your relationship or within yourself, the roles will reverse. So in relationship, there will be seasons and times where, let's say, I will be in the process of healing. That's a feminine energy. So I will take on the feminine role, and my husband will take on the masculine role. He will hold space for me, not judge me, shame me, try to fix me. Just simply hold space, protect, and allow me to do my own healing work. Go within, rest, process, do the healing work. And then there'll be times where Ty needs to heal. And that, again, healing is a feminine energy. So as he's doing his inner healing work, he'll need extra time to rest, to process, to go inward into the cave, into the healing realm of Hades. and do his healing work. And during that time, I will take on the masculine energy to hold space for him, protect him while he's doing that work, allow space for him. I'll take care of things while he's doing his healing work. He'll take care of things while I'm doing my healing work. It's a balance. And so even though one of you will be predominantly feminine and one of you will be predominantly masculine, those roles will interchange depending on what each of you are individually dealing with in the moment or in the season of your lives. So throughout this show, as the story of Hades and Persephone progresses, I'll teach you how the principles and practices of the divine masculine and feminine work, so you can learn to guide yourself through these sacred rites and rituals, as well as become equipped with the tools, knowledge, and keys to assist your partner through these processes as well. So there is no greater work in this earthly realm than to allow yourself to ascend into or descend into the shadow, into the cave, and do that sacred work of transmuting your pain, healing it into power, light, and love. There's no greater work. And when the two of you in sacred union can do this together, you'll find a love far greater and far deeper than any one realm can ever hold. A forever love, forged in sacred union, balanced in divine harmony, and thriving in the light and love of the Creator. Authorized to birth unlimited creations into the world through your own unique voices, perspective, and imagination. This is sacred soul work and the reason Cave 623 came into existence. So coming up on the show, you'll be introduced to Persephone, Cerberus, Demeter, Hecate, Zeus, a series of nymphs, the Fates, and many more intriguing characters, including my own divine masculine husband, Ty, as we dive deep into the understanding of the sacred feminine and divine masculine and help you thrive in life, both as a healed individual and a thriving couple. Follow the show and share with your friends to help us grow and reach the ones fated to hear our message. For those who like to take action on what they've learned, you can grab our Trust is Sacred ebook and companion workbook. And here you'll find sacred truths, helpful steps, sacred rituals and practices, as well as journal prompts to help you begin your sacred healing work. And if you're ready to turn your pain into power, you can start with Ty's brand new book he just released called Turning Pain into Motivation. And it's the first book in a series, which he calls Mirror Speaks. Remember when we talked about how Hades holds the mirror of your truth, reflects your truth back to you, and allows that safe, protective space for you to heal? His series is called Mirror Speaks, and it's so, so good. And so his first book, Turning Pain into Motivation, is available, and it also has its own companion workbook. So you can get both of those from the links in the show notes, or depending on where you're seeing this or watching it, it'll be in our links, or you can just go to cave623.com and find all of those things there. So thank you for listening, and may you rise with love and light. We'll see you next time.